Welcome to the channel. I'm Stacy and my goal here is to help you to be front of house ready for your worship services. I do that a couple of different ways. One is song-specific content like cover videos, tone demos, and tutorials, as well as videos like this where we're going to talk tone. I'm in a series where I did a pedal board overview, highlighted some of the amps I noticed in the recordings of the songs we cover. We built out a dual amp setup with a Fender Bassman and a Marshall JTM45. I'm still using that preset on Sundays as well as for the rest of this series. The preset's available at a link in the description box below. It's part of the amp styled for Sunday. There's a bunch of amps, a bunch of dual amps. There's this one, the way I dialed it in. I also spent a little bit more time after that video tweaking it and just kind of fine tuning it. And those options are in there as well. It's exactly how I used it, so it's not a full preset. It's just for amps for running it with the pedal board. After that video, I used those amps to go over my overdrives. I've got a kind of the tried and true circuits on the board and just went over how I stack them, what the order is and all of that. And today we're going to be going over the ambient effects. So I have the Jet Revelation and the Jet Eternity as well as a Walrus D1. But before I got those and before I stacked all the overdrives on the board, I just used the HX Stomp for everything. I used one amp. I used a dual cab just for a little bit of something. And I lean heavily on the transistor tape delay and the modulated, not modulated, that's on my Revelation, the dynamic hall reverb. And so I've kind of cut my teeth on the HX Stomp as far as the dialing in a lot of tones. I mean, I've used other things in the past. I had a Timeline for a while. I had the TC Electronic Hoff, which is the Mini Hall of Fame. And on that one, I used the Cathedral. And then just to prove a point, I used the Spring Reverb, and I used that one for quite a while. And I used it for swells. I used it for everything, and it sounded great. But just getting into more tweaking and kind of fine tuning my ear to this stuff, the Stomp has been great. So I was part of the Revelation test team or launch team. I'm not sure how it was viewed, but I got to use the pedal before they released it. I got to make some videos about it and give some feedback. And so for that, they gave me the Revelation. And then Jet also had an affiliate program for a while. I was able to join that. And when you joined at the time, they don't have it anymore, but they sent you a pedal. I asked for the Eternity. So I had the quintessential Jet Duo. Their delay and reverb sounds great. But they no longer have that program, so if you're compelled to buy something from them by anything I said or played, I don't get a benefit unless you let me know. Then I get the benefit of knowing that I helped you get good tone. So enjoy if you do pick one up. They are awesome pedals. And then the D1 I picked up at Christmas this past year. Sweetwater had a smoking deal, and I couldn't pass it up. And it's MIDI controllable, which is why I went for it, and I love it. So it has a bunch of things you can control with your MIDI controller. I just turn it off and on with the MIDI controller and dial it in how I need it week to week. So two things to consider when you are approaching your ambient effects. One of them is, what's the purpose of it? And the purpose of our ambient effects is to help to fill out our mid to upper mid frequency that the guitar covers. For the sound engineer to have a bit more content to mix in and to get the room balanced so it sounds good. The other thing, kind of along those same lines, is that we are a melodic instrument, so we're providing support for the vocals. So just keep that in mind when you're dialing it in. That's going to affect a bit of how you approach your mix and your decay, and so something to consider. And then the other thing is whether you run your ambient effects in front of your amps or after your amps. And I run them in front, and I like it that way. I've done it both ways. I prefer this. The ambient effects kind of bloom a bit in the amps, doing it like this. You get a bit of a more pure, cleaner sound if you run them after. And I've got it set up here both ways. And so I'll show you in front of the amps. I'll just play a G chord and you'll hear how it opens up. And then after. There is a difference with how you'll set the mix before or after. I think when I'm playing the after one, it's a little bit quieter. The decay is a little different, so it just something happens when it goes through the amps, even the modeled ones, but also real amps. And so I just prefer that, and that's what I use. So we'll be doing that for the rest of this video. So this is my starting point. I've got my drive set up as my always on 90% of the time. Every now and then I turn the carbon off, but I keep it on for the most part. And I'm running the mix on my reverb at about 10, 11 o'clock. And it's the same with the delay. This is just the starting point. So this isn't necessarily where I land for a setup, but this is where I'm going to start. And then I've got my decay and the repeat set at noon. These pedals have a filter, which cuts top end as you turn it up. And then we have, let's see, we have a control knob that brings in the algorithm that you have chosen. The Revelation has 6 different algorithms: spring, room, plate, modulated, which was what I use, shimmer, which I use sometimes as well, and that's going to be an octave up, and anti-shimmer, which is an octave down. And that one's cool. If you crank the control 1, so that's the algorithm, to max, and then you max out your mix, you have a cello. Your guitar's a cello. So in it, the sound's a little bit delayed, so it's processing it and putting it out. But not an immediate, it's not like it's got a little bit of latency. So it's like this. I'll show you real quick. That's fun. So like I said, I use the modulated reverb. This is my bass setting. So that's going to be awesome for rhythm guitar parts. I can add more drive, and it's the ambient effects aren't going to get out of control. I can use that for lead parts. So like the song We Praise You, that's something I'd use on that. Lion and the Lamb. And then for parts where either I'm doing rakes or kind of more arpeggios or melodic, I guess arpeggios are melodic, I'm going to tweak things a little bit. I'm going to turn my mix up and turn my repeats and my decay. And that second delay comes in handy when I need that thing to happen where one delay is pushing into another and they got different subdivisions. That's what we're talking about. For swells, we're going to push our mix and our decay on the delay and the reverb. So we'll come up here kind of towards 2 o'clock, towards 3 o'clock on the decay. Up here we'll go 1 o'clock, and then about the same, 3 o'clock on the decay, and it'll sound like this, just with the effects. And if you were to play an arpeggio with that setting, and then if we add that second delay, let's see, I'm not sure if it's set quite right. We'll tweak it. I think that's great. I hope you found this one helpful. If you did, subscribe and hit that like button for good measure. Let us know in the comments. If you're using a pedal board, what have you chosen for your ambient effects? And if you're using an all-in-one like a Helix or FM9, what models do you choose? Also, if you're interested, there is a free download in the description box below. That is the Sunday Starter Pack for HX Stomp and Helix. You get 2 free presets as well as a couple of PDF documents to help you on your tone journey. All right, hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.